Little pink ghost. My story is a long one, but bear with me, it's a wild ride. I grew up in a house that was built in 1902. I was born in the late 80s, so the house had been remodeled a few times. It was a two-story house with 3 bedrooms and a tiny bathroom on the second floor. The bathroom was at the top of the stairs, and my room was across the hall at kind of an angle. My sister and my parents had rooms further down a long, narrow hallway. For as long as I can remember, I saw a ghost. I called her Pam.
My mom told me I began talking about Pam around the age
of 5, and in her words, I never stopped. My mom never believed any of this, and just brushed it off as my imagination. Pam was pink and transparent, a see-through, totally pink little girl,
maybe 8 or 9 years old.
She knew I could see her. I knew she could see me, but she never made a sound, ever.
Nothing.
She walked around only the upstairs and never came down the steps. Honestly, I have no idea where the name Pam came from. Growing up, Pam would sit at the top of the stairs waiting for me to run up to the bathroom after I got home
from school.
I would walk around her because she was always there. Every day. If she wasn't sitting on the step,
she would be
just sitting on a bed or standing in the rooms or hallway. Harmless for the most part. However, if I ignored her, she would mess up my bedroom while I was gone doing my paper route. And when I would get back home, my parents would be all sorts of angry over my messy room. But if I said a quick hi, she wouldn't mess with me. She never touched me, and I also never physically saw her move anything with my own eyes. But I would get really scared and nauseous every time she would destroy my room behind my back. So I learned very quickly to say hi to her every day. At the age of 15, my mom put me into therapy because I was still bringing up Pam here and there. Pam was still always around. I was used her, and she wasn't doing anything, so she didn't come up in conversation as often. Therapy helped, but not with Pam. When I was 17, my parents decided to put our house up for sale.
I don't know if it was all the people walking through,
or me packing my stuff up, but something triggered Pam, and it got real crazy. About a month before our new house was built and ready to move in,
I was asleep in my room.
My bed was against the wall, and I could lie on my side and see right into the bathroom. While asleep, I had a dream of Pam, still transparent, standing in the doorway of the bathroom. She pointed up, and for the first time in my life, I heard Pam talk. She said, "Look, that's my mom." I sat up in bed, and from the light fixture,
saw a dark-haired woman
hanging lifeless by a rope. Her boot fell off of her foot, hit the floor, and I woke up. Holy shit. I couldn't say anything because my family never saw her. They didn't understand.
Pam wasn't in their lives like she was
in mine. I didn't really dwell too much on it. It was a dream. Pam was back to sitting on the top step the next day. Life as usual. But 2 weeks later, I had another dream. It started out exactly like the first one. The bathroom light was on, and I could kind of see it while lying down in bed. But this time, I heard weird grunting and splashing. I sat up, and saw clear as day, the woman that was hanging from the light fixture, only she was alive, and holding Pam, no longer translucent, under the water in our bathtub. She was drowning Pam in our bathtub. I don't have any idea what made me wake up, but I couldn't contain my emotion. I ran down the hall and jumped into my parents' bed. Yes, at 17 years old. It was just my mom in there. I think my dad fell asleep on the couch or something, but I was hysterical. I told my mom everything through tears and gasps for air. My mom didn't know what to say. Then, in the middle of my sadness, Pam walked into the doorframe of my parents' bedroom. She was transparent again. I quickly laid down really close to my mom and pulled the covers over my head. I just remember saying, "Oh my God, Mom, she's in here." I held my breath, and seconds later I felt cold small hands on my back, shoving me against my mom. I kept yelling, "Stop touching me." Quote. My mom could only reply with, "I am not touching you." Quote. This went on for what felt like forever, but was probably only a matter of seconds. When she stopped,
she just stood
there, at the side of the bed, staring at me. She didn't move. I pulled the covers over my head again, and ended up crying myself to sleep while my mom held me.
We were both shaking horribly.
I moved all of my stuff out the next day, and slept on the floor of our unfinished house the next few nights until my bedroom was done. I never went back. Shortly after, my family moved out completely. Before the next buyers moved in, the entire back of the house and the entire garage went up in fire. The official cause: spontaneous combustion. The first people to buy and sell the house after us lasted 10 months there.
They called my parents to tell them that they couldn't keep the window or closet door
shut in the room with the black carpeting. My bedroom. I wanted black carpet when I was 15. I saw the house posted a couple of months ago on Zillow, and the only picture of my room shows the door open a crack.
You can see a bit of the black carpet,
but there's nothing's in the room. The rest of the house is furnished. I've tried so hard to find any information about the girl that's in my old house, but there's almost no information at all. Just basic architecture and lot line documents. It's the craziest story.
I know,
but this was my childhood. Part of me feels sorry for Pam, but another part of me knows there's something strong and dark in that house. I know Pam loved me, but I'll never go back.